All right, so my name is Ashley Gess, and I am honored to be here. I hope that for those of you who have been able to listen to my colleagues, how can you not be touched by their enthusiasm and their passion for their subject? We truly have an amazing group that I am honored to be a part of. I have been tasked with creating a new course for our entering students. The reason I think that I've been tasked with that is I'm in the process of writing my dissertation on integrative STEM education. So not only I have expertise in the science, but also the delivery of that. I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to the study of the delivery of science and math and technology and engineering. So I want to tell you about a fabulous new SDV course. Let me preface this for you. What do we know about STEM education? We know that STEM subjects, and I'm talking about professionals, they are dominated by white and Asian men. It's a fact. What else do we know? We know that students who persist in STEM subjects are predominantly white and Asian men. That's who our subjects are. They make it for some reason. We also know that students don't understand how to transfer knowledge from one subject to the next. And Anne, back me up, it's not just a STEM problem. It's not. Okay? What else do we know? Of the students who choose a STEM major, we lose most in their first 2 years of college. Let me just draw your attention to where are most of our students in their first 2 years of college? They're in community colleges across our nation. We know that students need STEM mentors. I know that they also need sponsors. That is a very important component for women in business, and there is now push to transfer that concept over to women and underrepresented minorities coming through STEM. So they not only need mentors, which we are doing a good job of providing, but we are not providing the sponsorship. And we're hoping to move forward with those issues as well. So, oh my gosh, this is a tall order. How do we deal with these problems? How can we keep these people in our STEM classes? Look at the faculty that are waiting for them. How can we keep them there? How do we not get them to run off? The answer is to intentionally, now the word intentionally is there, intentionally present the content and practice of all STEM subjects in concert with each other. So the intent is key. It can't be just an anecdotal, hey, let's look at this and now let's talk about that. It's got to be, I am going to teach the content and practice of biology in concert with engineering. And that is around the standards that support that framework. Of course, this has got to be supplemented by the intentional teaching of the content and practice of other subjects as well. English, psychology, sociology, all these things that we've alluded to that are necessary for all of our STEM students. But instead of just alluding, we have to make the transition, change the paradigm, and take the step out and intentionally do it. We have to not only do that, the best way to do that is to give students the opportunity to practice what they learn in a context, now this is the key, different to where they learn it. So again, what we have seen largely is contextual learning. But again, breaking the paradigm to transition into a STEM forward group, we need to learn how to design opportunities intentionally for our students to contextually practice what they learn and then break out of the context and learn it there as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is positively correlated with meaningful transfer. That is a big distinction between project-based learning and what I'm terming here as design-based learning. Big, big difference. Okay, so this is what it should look like. The S, the T, the E, and the M all coming together under one picture. Let's apply it so we can put those pieces together and create the ultimate picture. And that is what I've designed for our students starting in the fall. Now, I'm excited to click into this. I hope it'll go there. It will. Oh, will it not go there? All right. Let's just type it in, Marcy. Help me again. It's right? And then info guides.
No, info guides goes then document.
Oh, excuse me. Yep. We good? Okay. Marcy is one of our librarians, and she and I have been working feverishly on getting together a really kind of clearinghouse source for our STEM SDV course. And this is still in progress, but how wonderful for the students who are considering an SDV. There's a required part of our classes, right? You have to have an SDV. Why should I take the STEM SDV? What's it going to do for me? Well, notice here, you're going to be able to interact with a lot of faculty members. You're going to get your feet wet in STEM subjects. You're going to discover your strengths, both in and out of STEM. You're going to leave a lasting imprint on Virginia Western. All right, so let me introduce you to the faculty who I'm working with one-on-one to train them, and they're training me, and we're training each other to break our paradigm, to move into the design-based context. Look at our wonderful faculty. Here you'll see Anna, Kristen, Jonathan, they're math instructors. Anthony's also a math instructor. Stacy, me, Dan, Tony, George, Lynette is in chemistry, Amy, and Ben, he does a lot of our DE, math. This is our team. I think this is the only team we have like this at Virginia Western. What are we doing? Our team is, we have discovered together the common objectives that we all share. We all want students to be able to function in English and write well. We all want students to be able to function in math and be able to calculate and critically think. You heard that over and over and over again. Well, this class is going to be designed to get that started. And so it's going to be done, we're going to use what we call a backwards design approach. We have this green roof space in Fralin. It's not being used. There it is. It's just weeds. What I'm doing is going to each professor and saying, we're going to use this green space. We're going to give them 5 weeks to get this green space up and running together. You have 1 week to teach these 4 objectives. Can you do that with this green space in mind so that they can apply what they learn there later on down the road, but we're not going to tell them right away? Can you have the S puzzle piece so they can pull it in and fit it together when they're challenged with a project that's not in the lab? How exciting. So what the students will be able to do is they'll move through the course. It'll be hybrid. They'll get the traditional SDV, can you use the Virginia Western wizard kind of thing in a hybrid format. And then 1 hour a week they will come to the lab and they will meet a different professor every time. The cool thing is we're going to have one professor be the lead, and then from another discipline, one other professor will come in and co-teach. So they will see, with Anna teaching geology, perhaps a math person saying, yeah, we're going to do it together. And if I'm teaching biology, perhaps then we'll have Anna coming in and going, yeah, we're going to do it together. And hopefully that will be meaningful for our students. Okay, so then hopefully at the end, what we're planning on is getting student mentors, we don't have any yet, from each Like Anna's got some great geology people. We heard Dan talking about his mechatronics people. We have great student mentors. You saw them working in the lab. We're going to use those student mentors and assign them to each student. Freshman students. We're also going to be able to get, and it's not up here, but we're going to have industry sponsors. Hopefully we will be able to assign them not just a mentor, but a sponsor to get them working and associating with someone who will be willing to say, this person's been trained at Virginia Western. Let me introduce you. And to vouch for that person. That's what a sponsor does. And this will all be done within the context of the Green Roof Project. It's a tall order. We're busting through the paradigm walls. But how exciting. How exciting. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this will be the launch pad for another initiative that I'm working on. I'm in the process of finishing my dissertation and then writing this grant to help with internal professional development for all of our faculty, so that faculty can not only be subject matter experts, but utilize the expertise that's here on campus to train them to be pedagogy experts as well, cross-disciplinary, transdisciplinary pedagogy experts. And that is an exciting prospect, and this could be the beginning, because now we'll have one core faculty that will already be on their way. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions about the SDV? No? Okay, thank you.